but do you guys remember the ad for the US Army?
It begins in California with a little girl raised by two moms. Though I
It's
had a
five
fairly
different
typical
people.
childhood, ballet, played violin, I also marched for equality. I think I've been defending freedom from an early age. When I was 6 years old, one of my moms had an accident. Doctor said she might never walk again, but she tapped into my family's pride to get back on her feet. Eventually standing at the altar to marry my other mom. With such powerful role models, I finished high school at the top of my class, where I joined a sorority full of other strong women.
So far, I can hardly get through it. Watching this stuff now and realizing how ridiculous this story, how many actual LGBTQIA people are in the military. According to the RAND Corporation in 2015, there is an estimated, because of course the US Department of Defense doesn't publish the exact number. It's about 2% of active duty military personnel identifies as LGBTQIA. Is that who they're targeting? Are they targeting people like Emma? Why not target people who are the larger demographic? There's going to be people out there saying, well, your body doesn't matter, right? I disagree. There's a correlation between people who have lots of testosterone and are not emotional and sensitive. When you think of somebody that's built to do this kind of work, you don't picture an Emma. You picture an Emma doing what she said, fighting for equal rights. And Emma should go into working for nonprofit or working for the ACLU. This could be a win if we wanted to have some humanity and have people in the military that have actual empathy. If you're looking at it from that perspective, have to be something like a Terminator type mindset, kill the enemy, fulfill the orders of your higher authorities, and do the job. Just look at the new ad for the Army.
Stronger people are harder to kill.
A lot of people saying, no, a weapon can kill you. A bullet can kill you the same way it can kill somebody that's the size of an Emma. So it really doesn't matter. But I believe that, like I said, back to the point, it takes a certain type of personality and a certain type of person to intimidate the enemy. If you saw an Emma running towards you with a gun, I mean, I would literally be like, I could knock that out of Emma's hand. Now, if I saw that man running towards me with a gun, I would be jumping on the floor and I would surrender. I get that people are saying right now that Hegseth is pulling this whole, like, we don't want this type of person in the military. I believe anyone who wants to serve in the U.S. military should serve. Be so for real. When you look at the ad recruitment, the percentage of people that are LGBTQIA, at the end of the day, if all shit hits the fan and let's say technology was completely wiped out and it was just boots on the ground and people had to go hand-to-hand combat, we want young men that actually know how to defend and actually can run and have the stamina that they need to succeed. Crazy time we went through under Joe Biden's administration. And it's not the first time. I mean, back in the 80s, there were ads. Every administration changes the narrative. You guys tell me what you think. Have a great day.